Hey friends, so this strike has put a real dent in a lot of people's finances. And so I wanted to do a video on some ways of making money that you may not have thought of. All legal, I promise. I'm not going to tell you to sell drugs. But although I understand that's very lucrative, I don't judge. I sort of put this list together with some actors that I know, and it just is something you may not have thought of. I heard a financial expert years ago say, those small amounts add up. If you can make an extra $25 or $50 extra, if you can make that much, make it. Don't say no to those gigs. They add up, they add up, they add up. Little bits are fine. Market research panels. By the way, all of this is going to require some footwork, some legwork on your part, because I'm not giving you the names of the companies, or I didn't do that much research for you, for God's sake. So these are just categories. Market research companies, they pay people to take part in panels to review, not review, but rate products or TV shows, all kinds of things. One little tip I will give you is that they tend to prefer non-actors. So give them whatever your other profession is. We all have other professions. So, give them that. But do find some market research panels. There are several professions that bring in actors. This is the next thing. How do I put this? It's when they're training, lawyers, veterinarians, doctors, police officers for interrogation, and that's called standardized patient work, is what they call it in the medical field, and I'm not sure what they call it in law or police or whatever. But there are lots of these professions where that's part of the training, is interacting with an actor playing either a patient or a victim or a suspect or whatever. By the way, if you find these companies, be generous, list them under this video so that other people can find out about them. Christmas caroling, it's something that I've been looking into lately because, I haven't been working either, just so you know. If you're a singer, now it's a particular kind of thing because it's a cappella. It's one person on a part. In some companies, you have to be off book and memorized. So it can be a demanding thing for a singer. But if you're that kind of singer, that's a good thing to look into. And by the way, probably too late for this year for that. But, file it away. Haunted houses. Speaking of this time of year. Pet sitting. What else? I'm told that the Listings Project, which is a website, I've only gone to it to look for subletters, but I'm told that there are perhaps some gigs there. Product review and testing. I have a friend who tests and reviews toys. He's a big kid, so it's perfect. I mean, he's grown up who's like a kid. So those are just a couple of things that you may not have thought of that are sources for income. There's also donating blood. I mean, that's what people sometimes do when they need money. There are lots of other things like this, little off the beaten path gigs that you may not think of. If you know of any, again, let's be generous. Let's list those beneath this video so that your colleagues can take advantage of it. The last thing is this. You have expertise in something. You may not think you do, but the stuff that you take for granted, not everybody either wants to do or can do. I have a friend who realized she's got a knack for social media. A lot of us don't want to do that, so she's getting hired to do that. I'm finding, don't ask me to do this for you, but I'm finding that I kind of enjoy editing video, and a lot of people hate it. So coaching, it's one of the things I do that not everybody can do. So don't be shy about hanging out a shingle because you will be doing a service to somebody. You can charge for consultation on things that you know about. And if possible, try to avoid hitting up actors, because we're all in the same boat right now. If you have some field of expertise that might be useful to folks who actually have money, that's even better. But I know several actors who coach lawyers and business people on how to present themselves. It's the stuff that we do naturally. How to be engaging and tell stories and comfortably present yourself in front of people, give speeches, that kind of thing. Those folks need help. That's not what they're great at. It's what we're great at. So, all of that said, I hope that you are all hanging in there. It's a tough damn time between the pandemic and the fucking strikes. So I hope you are hanging in there. I'm sending you just all the best thoughts. That's all. Just be resourceful. Don't let yourself get swept up into poverty or credit card debt. That's a whole other discussion. Don't do it. It's like quicksand. That's all. Today's all about money. And share your resources and share your responses below. That's it. See you next week.